All right, guys, I just getting this one out. Little scaler. It does have, of course, aluminum beadlock wheels that I put on here, and this is all stock with the oil-filled shocks. They're aluminum oil-filled shocks, and also it has portal axles, which is really cool. Really cool. And I like the pumpkins on this thing, man. The diff covers are nice. I like how they MN has designed them. Reminds me a lot of RC four-wheel drive's designs, but I just like them. Anyway, the only thing I really changed on this, I'm still using the stock controller transmitter, which is this one. And the only thing I did change is the ESC. I put a $10, I believe it's a 40 amp DKKY brand ESC. It was only 10 bucks, and it really just woke this thing up. And the stock ESC was causing it to stall a lot on me. Like at the moments, like that one time you actually, I'm pretty sure I got it on film just now, this thing actually popped a wheelie. It was fighting its way over some brush and stuff. It was kind of stuck, but it hammered over it. I was surprised. And but before, with the stock ESC, it would just stall completely and just shut off, and I'd have to turn it off and back on, and it would do that quite often. I don't know if it was just a fluke in my RC or if all of their ESCs are do that. I know this is the first MN model they made that they use a separate ESC from the receiver. So and in the receiver they have on this, they have all the lights connected to it, and that's why I left the stock transmitter, because it's hooked to that receiver, of course. And all of these LEDs are all intertwined into that receiver, and it's a weird plug, so I just left it alone. Yeah, I could have changed it out, but I would have had to strip out all the wiring and then all the LEDs and redone all that, and I didn't want to do that. This is already set up with some pretty cool lights. You can cut them off and on. You got tail lights, you got reverse lights, you got brake lights. Of course, you got turn signals, but you can turn those off by turning on the emergency flashers. And I don't mind emergency flashers. I'd rather have that than turn signals. But I didn't want to remove all that stuff and literally just be stuck with some headlights and tail lights. That's about all I would have been stuck with, because I wouldn't have gone through all the trouble putting in back brake lights and all that stuff. I'd have to get a light box for all that. But anyway, or light kit. Yeah, let me know your thoughts of this RC. It's a fun little rig. I just wanted to drive it on its own little path here off the trail that I usually go on, so you guys can see its capability of pretty much trailing. Like when you go in the woods and you start trailing, this is the kind of stuff you run into. And you know, it's pretty awesome for its price, for what it can do. It's pretty neat. I really like it. I love its scale features and the way it looks. It's like a 1970, I believe, Range Rover. So, and it's spot on just about. Looks really good. I didn't like the wheels. The stock wheels were really large, like a little bit too large. I wish they made them a little bit smaller. It'd have been more scale to its size. They were just really large, and I wasn't, and they were the correct look. They were huge. So I went with these white aluminum. I believe these are 1.55s. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure they are. And these low profile tires, and they get really good grip. They're not bad at all. They're foam filled and they're beadlock, so they work a little bit better than the stock wheels. The stock wheels had a nice soft, they were foam filled. They were, I believe they were beadlock also. They were plastic, but like I said, I just wasn't a fan of how large they were. You know, I mean, that's just an opinion. Some people might love them, but that's just my opinion. But anyway, let me know your thoughts of this one. Like I said, it is a DKKY brand. I never heard of that brand. I got it, I believe I got it off of Amazon. I will put a link in the description. I know I have links to it on my other videos on this. I made the first video that I made on this with that ESC. I put it in the title, so if you look back on my videos, you should see it there. And I remember, I think it's 40 amp, but like I said, don't quote me on this. I am going to put a link in the description if you are interested. It's very slim. It's really nice, and it's not exposed. It's in a shell, and the casing is nice and slim. It's the slimmest ESC that I found for this, and that's large enough to be able to handle the power needed. And I'm also running this on a 3300 mAh. It's a 7.4 volt lithium ion, and I went with the largest lithium ion that I could find on Amazon, and I got a 2 set there of those, of that brand. It's Vicmile, VICMILE, Vicmile brand, and they've been really good so far. It was like you get 2 of them and you get a charger. The charger charges both of them at the same time, or you can charge one at whenever, you know, your choice of one or both. Pretty neat. Regardless, it's effective, and I like the size of it. But I'll get the link and put that in the description too. And if you're wondering about this top, yes, it's the one for this, but well, I can't get the Pro model yet, or I haven't seen it where I can get it shipped to the United States or order it yet. And that's the only model that comes with this top. But I have MN's their Jeep. I don't remember, it's a 1/12 scale Jeep, and it has like a 390 motor on it and stuff. It's a pretty big, it's like a big orange Jeep. I don't remember the number. It's like MN, I don't know what it is. I don't want to just make it up, but regardless, this came off of that, and they reused the same top on this model too, so it fit like a glove. So that's why I used it on this. I don't drive that Jeep a lot at all, leave it parked. I actually drive this more than that Jeep, and the Jeep has honestly a bigger motor and everything, but I just like the scaleness of this one. But anyway, not enough rambling on. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. You got any questions for me, hit me up in the comment section. And as always, guys, thank you for everything.